I came across an article earlier on during the week, and it was in relation to the deposit return scheme here in Ireland. This is an example of a Lucozade bottle that has the deposit return sign on it. This is a 7 Up can with the same thing, and there it is, the deposit returns sign there. And I have a bin full of stuff here, and I will be taking it to the return scheme fairly soon. No, just to let you know that in the article, I was very surprised at what I read, that 54 million in unclaimed money from the deposit return scheme has not been claimed in Ireland, and it cited a number of reasons why people are apprehensive about going to the return scheme. They've never used it before and they're not sure what to do. And I want to reassure you, I was the same. I wasn't sure, but it's very straightforward. I take them down to usually Aldi in my case, and I remember I had a refuse bag and a half in total, and I was very surprised that it was worked out at something like €26. See, the way it works is, every time you buy, say, the likes of the 7 Up bottle that I showed you there, Lucozade, etc., beer cans, loads of things, if they have the deposit return scheme sign logo on them, you've already paid the 15 cent extra in the price of that. Even if it's a multi-pack as well, you've paid that extra. So I don't know where these are actually going, the ones that aren't being recycled or being returned to the return scheme. Are they being ended up on the side of the road, or are people just simply putting them in their recycling bin like they used to? But bear in mind, you're paying your bin charges already to recycle everything that is not part of the return scheme. But this is a saving. Like, as I said, it's already factored into the price of these bottles, cans, etc., the 15 cent, and it does all add up. Think of it as a little investment for yourself and a little payout at the end of when you've a refuse bag full like myself. And what you can do, how it works then is, you just grab the end of the bottle, usually have the cap on, it reads the label. Now, if you put your hand in too far, it'll reject it and pop it back out to you again. If it's not part of the return scheme, it won't accept the bottle or can. But just keep your hand well away from it. Let it pull the bottle or can in. That's how it works. It sends you out a receipt when you've finished your transaction with the amount. All you have to go do, if you're going in to do your grocery shopping, etc., say if your bill came to, say for instance, €60, and you had, say, €20 in the return scheme cans, give the docket to the cashier and they'll take the 20 off it, and your groceries will just cost you €40. Don't be afraid to do it. You're losing out if you don't. I just thought I'd bring this to your attention. I found it interesting during the week when I read this, and there's nothing to be afraid of, and it's very straightforward, and it's money you're owed back. The 15 cent per bottle, per can, etc., and the return scheme, it all adds up. And if you have a refuse bag and a half like I did, it added up to about €26, and it's well worth getting off your groceries. So do use it.